welcome to my channel. This is your friendly local neighborhood demon slayer. I'm here back at it again, here to give you guys another general tarot card reading. Here to see what messages we have from the universe, what lessons we need to learn, what demons we need to slay. So let's get right into it. I am working with pre-shuffled card decks. See what the universe has for us. Hope everyone's evening or morning or afternoon is going well so far. We have turning the page. We have creature comforts. We have like a boss in the reverse. We have coloring between the lines in reverse. We have lamb here. We have monumental in the reverse. We have course in the reverse. We have thief here. Angels, what do you have for us for this reading? We have the Eight of Swords here. We have the Knight of Wands in reverse. We have the Fool here. And we have Death. We have Earth Angel in the reverse. We have Zero Gravity. We have Testing the Waters. We have Free Bird. And then this one came out too with Underground Railroad. So I'm gonna throw it in there too. All right. We have Work in the reverse. We have Masking here. We have Home. And we have Motion. All right, angels. Let's wrap it up. have the Six of Swords here, right next to the Eight of Swords. We have the Three of Wands in reverse next to our Eight of Wands in reverse. We have the Nine of Wands next to the Fool. And we have the Knight of Pentacles next to the Death card. I feel like somebody trapped an earth angel. Okay, and let me rephrase that. It's an energy of like somebody was seeking out an earth angel that has some kind of abilities or talents outside of the ordinary. So psychic, reader, some kind of helper of the universe or creator. But somebody who's really grounded and who's supposed to be here to do something magnificent for the world. Someone who is involved in magic, their goal was to set out and find someone like that and to trap them and then harvest their energy. Okay, and that is what happened. So we have somebody, some kind of karmic energy that actually went out into the world, sought out this person with whatever abilities that they have, trapped them into a relationship, possibly a marriage. They were successful in isolating them, so getting them away from family and friends. They were successful in all of that. Okay, but... Okay, so coming from that context, let's go ahead and start the reading. Off the bat, we have turning the page here and Earth Angel in the reverse. Somebody was really trying to siphon this Earth Angel to the point where like there wasn't going to be any energy left for this person, this divine being. Under that we have Lamb. Okay, this person was just a lamb when they found them. So that could mean a couple different things, but overall it's a very youthful kind of energy. It could also mean that it's just youthful, right? Youthful. I'll just leave it at that. And we have work here in the reverse. It's like this person's abilities, this young lamb, and this could be past, present, or future, okay? So when we're talking about lamb and this divine being young, it could mean a couple different things. It could mean that, yes, they have a youthful spirit, so age may not be a factor. And or it could just be somebody who, when they were trapped, they were younger than what they are now, that kind of thing. But we have work here in the reverse, and it's like this person doesn't have to they didn't or didn't, depending on whether this has happened already, but before this person got hold of them, before the karmic stepped into their life, it was like they didn't have to work for very much. Everything that they wanted or needed was manifested for them. Below that, we have the Eight of Swords and the Six of Swords. So we definitely have entrapment here. We have entrapment. This karmic was successful in getting them involved in a relationship, like I said, and isolating them. In our next row, we have creature comforts and zero gravity. So I feel like this karmic energy was successful in like getting this person addicted or focused on something else materially. So they could have gotten them into smoking, they could have gotten them into some kind of bad habit, but it's something that they depend on to feel just, human being at the end of the day, because everything else has been stripped from them. Family, friends, you know what I'm saying? So all they have left are creature comforts, and that's what this person uses to kind of keep them with them and in place and restricted and imprisoned. We have monumental here in the reverse, and then we have masking. So we're going to get some clarity on this. I would like to know what we're talking about here when we're talking about the monumental in reverse. So let's see. We have the Four of Swords here. So this divine being recognizes now, or after they've been entrapped for a while, right? They're recognizing how they were entrapped, and they realize that it was them, and they didn't have their guards up. They were just not, I don't want to say naive per se, but they just too trusting of this person, when they knew deep down that they should not have been. We have the Knight of Wands in reverse and the Three of Wands in reverse. So this is the siphoning energy that I'm picking up. They were definitely successful in siphoning this divine person's energy. And I do get that this is a divine feminine. Doesn't mean that it's a female, it just means we're talking feminine energy, strong feminine energy. Next line we have like a boss in the reverse and testing the waters. I don't know how it happened, but this divine feminine definitely broke free, or is or will be breaking free. It was something here. This divine feminine is like, yes, everything materially, like friends, family, people, all of that was stripped from her, or him. But it's like, they did manage to keep a little something for themselves. They did not let their flame go completely out. They didn't let go. They basically never let go of hope. So even though everything just, evolved to this impossibly, to the point of where breaking free just felt and seemed completely impossible, she or he still held hope. And I feel like that's what's getting this person through, or will be getting this person through. We have course in the reverse. So this course of action that this person has taken, this karmic person, siphoning his or her energy, it's not working. We have home here. Somebody's going home, or is finding home. Somebody's going home or is finding home. And I will bet this is the divine feminine's energy. Yeah, but it's going to take a leap of faith. So, this karmic masculine has done the most. So, one way that he was able to separate this feminine from their personal relationships is through gossip. I don't know how, but this man, I mean, this is definitely a magician. This is a high magician we're talking about, which is the whole reason why they're after this divine being, is to siphon his or her energy so that they can become stronger, right? But so he definitely used some of that magic to manipulate his or her relationships, personal relationships. So there was a lot of rumors going on. There's a lot of defamation of character going on. You know, if this person was successful in bringing down this feminine's energy, you know, to the point of where they probably, most probably became depressed, etc. This magician used that to give a framework about this person's personality. So instead of just saying, oh, you know, they're just depressed because they're going through some things, no, he's saying it's much more than that. That this person's on medication, that they're turning out to be incompetent, and now they're becoming addicted to medication. It's like the story just keeps going on. He keeps adding more and more. So, if this hasn't happened already for this divine feminine, the divine feminine has home on his or her mind. And to get home is going to take a leap of faith, which we have here, the Fool, right next to the Nine of Wands. If this person wants to get home, they're going to have to do it alone and by themselves. But if they do, they find success. So divine feminine, if this is something that you're going through right now, just keep that in mind. You will find success. And unfortunately, yes, you're going to have to do this on your own. But that does not mean you are actually alone in this. You have spiritual guides and protectors and entities around you. That's how and why we can call you divine. This next line here, we have coloring between the lines in the reverse. And then Freebird and Underground Railroad. There is a path for you. There is a way for you to get out of this, okay? But you're going to have to be quiet. You're going to have to be clever. You're going to have to harness that little bit of hope that you've been holding on to. You're going to have to, your test is going to be, your faith is going to be tested. Because that's the only thing that's going to push you through and get you to where you want to be is faith. Below that, we have Thief and Motion. Thief and Motion. So, I mean, I'm getting two different things off of the Thief and Motion. So I'm going to go ahead and ask for some clarity on this and see what we're talking about. What are we talking about with this thief and this motion? We have the Chariot in reverse. Yeah, this magician, he's not stupid. He's not stupid. He knows that this is on the divine's mind and heart to move on, to get out, to escape. But it's not working. The Chariot that came out is in reverse. So no matter how great or powerful this magician believes he is and can convince this divine being that he is, it's still not going to be enough. He is not stronger than this divine being. One of the greatest reasons is because this divine being is protected by spiritual forces. So keep that in mind, Divine One. He's only powerful temporarily because he was successful momentarily with siphoning you. Below all that, we have Death and the Knight of Pentacles. So there will come into this, and there will be trust rebuilt within this divine being, her heart, his heart, whomever. Okay, all right, so should you, divine being, decide that you're going to take the leap of faith, follow your heart, follow your intuition, and listen to your spirit guides, there is a way out, there's a path for you, okay? But you're going to have to be quiet enough internally and externally to be able to receive that. You will receive it, okay? And assuming you follow that and you keep going and you keep going, because that's part of the gift that was given to you that this dude or woman was trying to siphon from you, is the ability to connect to answers outside of yourself and to have them directly downloaded. But all of this leads to freedom. And no matter what blockages are however this karmic person is going to try and stop you, it is not going to be successful. As long as you stay connected, as long as you keep listening and following your heart, your intuition, because it's the connection. It is the connection you have to the universe, the connection that you have to your spirit guides and protectors and guardians. That is what this karmic cannot penetrate. So if you stay connected and you keep that faith and you build it, you do what you can, he cannot be successful. Because whoever's got your back, this karmic will never have even half the amount of power that these spiritual beings have. There will be an ending to all of this if you follow this path, and you will rebuild your heart, your trust, your love, your hope. It will be rebuilt. So your spirits and your guardians are saying right now that they're not only going to get you through this and out of this, but they're going to get you to a place where you can rebuild. But you're going to have to listen, okay? There is a reason why you went through all of this, and it's to teach you that awareness is everything. It's to teach you that boundaries are the most important thing in this universe. Knowledge, the wisdom and the knowledge of just knowing that there is a way to spiritually protect yourself. I need to rephrase that, but I just don't have a great way of doing that just yet. But just know that there is a way out, and that the only way out that exists is going to be through your connection to the universe, because that's unbreakable. No one can break that. No one can break that. You can break that. You can decide, okay, if you truly believe in your heart and mind that this person, this karmic being, is going to overtake you and win, then that is going to prevent that solid connection with spirit. But if you can manage to harness that little bit of fire that you manage to keep within yourself, that little bit of faith, that little bit of hope, if you use that and you connect, that connection cannot be broken. And if you do the work and you follow your heart and you listen, you will find your way out. You need to stop worrying about what everybody else is saying and doing about you, because you know they're doing and saying shit. You know it. Thanks to this karmic magician, they believe a lot of bullshit that is not real. And the fact of the matter is, if anybody who heard these rumors, if nobody had the balls to come and talk to you about it, then they weren't really for you anyway. And that's going to be a reality that you're just going to have to accept and live with. Okay, but when you get to this place of freedom and you start rebuilding your love, your trust, your faith, etc. And from there, you'll be able to grow. And as you grow, you're going to find the right people who actually do belong in your life, who do support you, who, when they do hear a rumor, they will go and approach you and talk to you first instead of spreading all the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like, they will be real, authentic people who are really authentically there for you and not willing to sell you out. That's the place that you're going. You know what I'm saying? And that's where we need to be. And that place is protected. That place is divinely protected. But we had to go through some bullshit to be able to get there. So the worst thing you can do is put yourself down and to leave yourself in such a low vibrational state, a low frequency state, to where you can't connect with anything higher. You know what I'm saying? Like, so don't, how do I phrase this? I know you've been through depression and or are still in depression right now. You need to understand, like, you need to focus on something else. Stop focusing on what you've lost. Stop focusing on what you've fallen for. Stop focusing on being trapped. You need to focus on you, okay? Do something that you love. Doesn't matter if it's little, small. It could be writing. It could be drawing. It could be taking a walk, sitting outside, doing something different outside of what you do every single day. Something different, something little, something for you. Listen to music. Put some headphones on. Ignore the world for 10 minutes. Okay? Start listening and connecting with yourself. Watch, teach yourself how to do some meditation. Teach yourself how to do some yoga, some stretching, some anything. Okay? That's what's going to help start pulling you out of that depressive state, that imprisonment that this karmic has you in. Assuming that this is happening right now, of course. Like I said, this could be past, this could be present, and or this could be the future. Alright, so take what I'm saying and follow these steps. Follow your guides, follow spirit, follow the universe, because they're all speaking to you. You know it. If this message is for you, you know that the universe has been speaking to you. The universe speaks in signs. It cannot verbally talk to you. It's not going to just magically appear in front of your face, start talking to you like a human being. It's not. Because the universe is not human. We are human. But the universe still speaks. They speak in signs. They speak in synchronicities. It speaks in anything but, just straight up verbal messages. And sometimes it is verbal messages, but it's not from an entity that calls itself universe. It's going to be through other people that the universe places within your life at certain times to say certain things, to trigger and or activate something inside of us. That's how the universe speaks to us. Alright? So don't sit around and expect anyone to come in and help you. It's not going to happen. Okay? And I know that's really tough to hear, but the fact that the sooner that you get that through your head, the sooner you'll be able to realize that it's now or never, that it's do or don't, do or die kind of thing. Either step forward, take the initiative, or just lay down and die kind of thing. And I hate to say it so rudely and roughly like that. I do not by any means, I am not undermining anything that you have gone through that has affected you spiritually, emotionally, mentally, and physically. I am not watering that down. I know that you've been used and abused and you're drained of everything that you've had. Materially, spiritually, I know you're drained, okay? And don't think that this message is to water that down and ignore that. It is not. This message is to get you to initiate your journey out, to find your freedom, to find yourself, to find your purpose, and to connect with it. Okay? And so that hopefully this will not happen again in the future. It's going to help you build boundaries. It's going to help you do a lot of things to help you elevate to a higher frequency, to higher vibrations, and not just to visit that, but to actually live in it for the rest of your life. All right, but you're doing well. You're doing really well, Divine Feminine. I tell you that right now. You are doing extremely well. Just the fact that you still have a little light inside of you, that little fire, is that little flame, even though you can't see it or feel it, it's still there. The fact that it's still lit, you've got a chance. You've got a real fucking chance. People love you. People are supporting you in the spirit. I'm telling you. You are highly protected. Like, they want you to win. They want you to win. They're I'm telling you, they're knocking on your door. They're trying to talk to you. They're trying to send you a message. So just take that leap of faith. Be smart, be wise about it, be quiet about it. Don't worry about saying or trying to prove anything to anybody for any fucking reason. You take what is there for you and you fucking run. Don't worry about anything else or anyone else. The point is that you get to safety. The point is that you become free. And doing so will allow you to reconnect and to grow exponentially. All right. I am sorry that you're in the position that you are in, or we're in, or hopefully not going to be. Hopefully we can prevent something here with this life lesson. But that being said, you guys, thank you so much for stopping in and sharing in this reading with me. I greatly appreciate it. And if you do feel so led, please leave a like, share, subscribe, or comment. I greatly appreciate all of it, because all of it helps me to grow this channel and to get these messages out to more people. I do hope that this helps somebody somewhere. And until our next reading, you guys, I love you. Bye.